Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, from what I understand of this situation here is that you've got Vinted, they've got the app, right? They're not charging you to sell on their platform, but there is a seller's service charge, which is if you were to sell on their platform, you would have to pay them to access the platform so that you can sell on it. Now, the ruling on that, I mean, whether we're paying into Vinted or not, I mean, I'm not sure if that would actually change the ruling too much here, because the ruling here is that this takes the ruling of samsara. And there are many narrations from the Salaf where they have said, I mean, there's almost ijma on the issue where you can appoint an agent to do your selling for you. So if you come to me and say, here's my cupboard, sell it for me, I can say to you, yes, I will sell it for you, but it's going to cost you. There's going to be a charge. Now, this is the difference now here. There's a difference between the majority and the Hanabila. The majority say it has to be a fixed amount. So your cupboard, let's say it's worth £200. I say to you, okay, it's going to cost you 20 quid for me to sell it. £20 sterling for me to sell it. If you agree, khalas, that's the deal that's been made. I make the sale for you, I take 20, you take the 180, and we both go on our way. That is permissible because I'm now your agent. The Hanabila have said you can have a fixed amount and you can even have a percentage. You can have a percentage. So your cupboard is £200. I say to you, either give me £20 or 10%. What's the difference? Well, the difference here, and this is why the Hanabila have allowed it and the majority haven't, that 10% could be £20, that 10% could be £20, but that 10% could be less. So if you've got a customer that comes in and says, listen, I'm not going to give you £20, I'm going to give you 150, there's the offer. I can't make that call myself because it's not mine. I'm your agent, I'm acting on your behalf, but I can't make that call. So I go back to you now, the owner of the cupboard, and say, listen, we've got somebody bartering and he's brought you down to 150, do you accept? If you say yes, the sale then goes ahead, I'm your agent, I'm doing the processing, but now that £20 fixed fee has reduced itself to 10%, which is now £15. So the Hanabila have said that's allowed because there is no gharar and ambiguity involved because the percentage was known. The majority say no, it's not allowed to have a percentage because we were expecting 20 and now it's gone down to 15. Whatever the case, I mean, this is a side mas'ala. Whatever the case, the asl of the mas'ala here, the basis of what we're talking about is that you can have an agent to do your business trade for you. There's no problem in that, and you can pay for that also. However, the scholars have said, and I'm pretty sure there's a separate video on this, that you cannot have, because I was asked this question yesterday as well, you can't pay a membership fee to access services and goods, or potential offers for services and goods. Yeah, that's what I meant. So for example, you've got a discount store, or you've got, I don't know, things like Amazon Prime. You pay £7 a month. What do you get? You get X, Y, and Z. You're paying £7 a month. Are you going to access those benefits? You're paying £7 a month. Maybe yes, maybe no. If the answer is maybe yes, maybe no, they've said that's haram, because that is gharar, and there's ambiguity involved, and you may benefit and you may not. If you're going to pay £7, and there are obviously a lot of people that will pay the Amazon membership and other memberships as well, for example, gym memberships. Costco, you have to pay for to become a member there, but you know that on a monthly basis you are going to benefit. So I'm going to pay £30 for a gym membership. Am I going to go every day? It works out £1 a trip, maybe. Even if I go for like once a week, it works out something like £8 a trip. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. But realistically, very strong likelihood that I'm going to use the services. If that's the case, then those membership fees are allowed. I don't think that's what's happening here, but if that is the case, then we need to take that into consideration, which is, if you're paying in a membership fee and you don't know whether you are actually going to use the service, then that's not allowed. That's not allowed. The ulama have talked about that also. I'm not sure if there's anything else from the Masail from this, but this is what is apparent from the two situations. I would anticipate it's the first one, based on what we can read here, and that would then make it permissible. Based on what I understand from here, there could be something that's hidden, which could then take the ruling. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows us to understand His religion in the best possible manner, and that He gives us barakah in everything that He gives us. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala Muhammad.